It is often said that God has not made anyone poor. He has given everyone enough to live their lives. And if someone has been given less than needed, God always makes some arrangement for them so that their life continues. We often judge our wealth or poverty by looking at the riches of others. If we have 10 rupees and the person in front of us has 100 rupees, we start to see ourselves as poor and the other person as rich. We don't think about how hard someone works to earn money, what their needs are, or what kind of work they do. We only see the wealth of others and form our opinions. Through today's inspiring story of Gautam Buddha, you will learn who is truly wealthy, according to Buddha. You will also understand why Buddha called every person rich. This story of Gautam Buddha will deeply impact you, and the lesson you learn from this inspiring story will be very useful in your life. Once upon a time, a king invited Gautam Buddha to stay in his kingdom for a few days. Buddha accepted the king's invitation and went to the kingdom with some of his disciples. The king met with Buddha and requested him to stay there for a few days to help solve the problems of the people and teach them to follow the path of righteousness. Buddha agreed and decided to hold a religious council in the kingdom for 3 days. The news of Gautam Buddha's arrival spread throughout the kingdom, and many people came on the first day of the religious gathering. There was a beggar who sat at a crossroads in the kingdom. He also heard about Gautam Buddha's arrival but thought, "What will I gain by going to the religious gathering? If I sit here, people will surely give me something in alms." On the first day, many people came, and the beggar made a good amount of money. The same thing happened the next day. The beggar noticed that when people went to the religious gathering, they seemed sad and upset, and they didn't give him anything. But when they returned after meeting Buddha, they looked very happy and even gave him alms cheerfully. This continued for the second day as well. On the third day, fewer people came, and the beggar became worried because he didn't earn much. He thought, "Buddha is solving everyone's problems, so why don't I also go to him and ask for a solution to my poverty?" With this thought, he decided to attend a religious gathering. However, there was a long line. After much difficulty, it was finally his turn. When he reached Buddha, he bowed and said, "Lord, everyone in this village is happy and wealthy, but why am I poor?" Buddha looked at the beggar and said, "You are poor because you always ask from others, but never give anything in return. You think that people will give you a lot of wealth in alms, but you don't want to give anything to anyone in return." The beggar, surprised, replied, "Lord, what can I give to others? I live by begging. What do I have to offer?" Buddha remained silent for a moment and then said, "You are very foolish. God has given you, and all of us, plenty to give or share with others. You have a smile that you can share with others, giving them hope and encouragement. You have a voice that you can use to speak sweetly and praise others. You have hands that you can use to help others. You have a healthy body and can work hard instead of begging. A person who has been given these things by God can never be poor. You are poor only because of your mindset. As soon as you change your way of thinking, you will start to see yourself as rich like others, and your life will improve. Don't compare your happiness with others. God has made everyone rich. The only need is to change your thinking." Hearing Buddha's words, the beggar understood the value of his life and began to live according to the teachings of Buddha. When we compare ourselves to others or see others happy, we may think our life is bad and everyone else is enjoying their lives. We often fail to focus on the good things in our lives. We don't realize that God has given us a healthy body, which is the most valuable thing. No matter how rich you are, if your body's not healthy, that money is useless. On the other hand, if you are poor but have a completely healthy body, you are already rich. So friends, if you like this story, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.